Hello everybody. In this video we have another 2028 matchup between Governor of Michigan Gretchen Whitmer and future Vice President J.D. Vance. So it really depends on how Trump's term is perceived. We could see some of the tilt states go to tilt R states go to tilt blue in this prediction. But for now we're just going to set up the safe red states. These are states that are going to J.D. Vance by an over 10% margin. And the safe blue states. Okay, almost all of them are set up. Now, I don't think New York's going to go likely blue. I think it's going to stabilize for Democrats. Harris did end up winning the state, rounded up by a 13-point margin. But let's just get right into this. So, starting off, this is pretty much the Battleground map, and we're just going to start off with New Mexico and Virginia. I think both these states would stay as likely blue states. I think Whitmer would be a better candidate than Harris in this scenario. In New Hampshire and Maine, I think these would also be likely blue states. I don't think Vance would improve on Trump's margins here. I think he would kind of decline a little bit because there's a lot of just Trump-only voters. We saw that in the election where a lot of Trump voters just left the ballot blank for Senate and House. So would Vance really win over those Trump-only voters? I don't think he would get all of them, honestly. Another thing to consider is, will Republican gains with Latinos continue? Because that could maybe put a state like New Jersey into jeopardy for Democrats. But with Whitmer, I think she appeals to most of the Democratic base here. I think she would still win New Jersey, similar to the margin she wins Virginia by. And let's just keep on moving. Maine second would go likely Republican. Nebraska second. I think Whitmer would do a bit better than Harris here. I think she would do better with independents. And by this point, I think the Democratic brand will kind of recover once a Republican is in office. Because, typically nowadays it's really anti-incumbency. Like, parties are just getting punished for being the incumbents post-COVID and economic recovery. So it's probably going to happen again where the Republican Party is going to be kind of having an anti-incumbency wave here. So let's keep on moving. Arizona, a lot depends on how the party registration goes here. If there continues to gain in Republicans, this will go to as a likely Republican state. I'm inclined to believe it won't keep trending towards the Republicans here, because usually when a party's out of power, they tend to get more registrations on their side than the party in power. That's just typically how it works. So Vance would probably do well in Arizona. It's probably going to be one of the stronger swing states, just due to that party number advantage. Nevada, I'm going to put as a tilt red state for now. A lot depends on Trump's approval. This could go to tilt blue if Trump is in the low 40s or high 30s. That could go to the Democrats. But for now, I'm assuming that their advantage over Latino voters still kind of stays intact and just enough for them to win in Nevada narrowly. North Carolina is probably going to stay in Republican hands. In Georgia, a lot depends on Whitmer's VP pick. I think she would probably be more likely to pick Raphael Warnock or Wes Moore, one of those, to appeal to black voters. She could also go the route of just picking Ruben Gallego from Arizona or Mark Kelly from Arizona. Those are other options she can do. I think she's going to pick someone from a swing state, that's for sure. And even though Warnock's term expires in 2028, if Whitmer wins Georgia, she probably takes the Democratic senator to a win as well with coattails. So again, I think Whitmer does a pretty good job of uniting most of the base, so I do think she would be able to narrowly eke it out in Georgia against J.D. Vance. But let's just keep on going. So Minnesota would definitely be a likely blue state. Same with Michigan. I think she would do, honestly, quite well in. Wisconsin, neighbors, Michigan. I think she would honestly be a pretty good fit for the state of Wisconsin. I think she would win it by a 1-point margin, while she wins Michigan by probably 4, I would say. Pennsylvania is a tough state for her to win. So a lot comes down to this state. It's going to be a tilt blue state in this scenario here. So whoever wins Pennsylvania, again, will win the presidential election. But I just think Whitmer would be just favored slightly enough to be able to carry out a narrow victory here in Pennsylvania. But it will be very close. Vance is going to be quite formidable as a candidate for the Republican Party. So overall, this is the prediction map for 2020 as of right now. If it was Whitmer v. Vance. And if you're new to this channel, highly recommend subscribing. I'd greatly appreciate it. Other than that, thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any video ideas in the comments below. I'll probably do some of them. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.